Sometimes we take our relationship with God just a little too casually. We think, I'm pretty cool. God's lucky to have me on his team. We become prideful and arrogant. We begin to think that God is the one who's lucked out to have us be a part of his team, his ministry, his church, his youth program. We're like, hey, God, here I am. Aren't I awesome? Aren't I cool? We become too casual with God. We begin to think that we're something that's really incredible, something that's really special. In Matthew chapter 21, Jesus, talking about himself, says, anyone who falls on this stone, the chief cornerstone, referring to himself, they will be broken. Anyone on whom this stone falls, they will be crushed, and some versions say, to dust. In the Psalms, David writes that God is near to the brokenhearted. We live in a day and age and in a country that we want to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. That it's important that you have self-confidence, that you have self-esteem, that you have self-worth. We don't like to be broken. Let me say that again. You and I do not like to be broken. The Bible tells us that one day every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord. It doesn't matter who you are, or how arrogant that you are, or how prideful you are, or how full of yourself that you are. One day you will bow your knee before Jesus, the King of Kings. You know, D.L. Moody once said that God sends no one away empty except those who are full of themselves. When the glass is so full that we can't add anything more to it, what can God do? This oftentimes represents us. That I'm so full of myself and things that I've added into my life that there is no room for God. There is no humility. There is no brokenness. There is no emptiness. And in the scripture, we are told to be like Jesus. And it says that Jesus emptied himself. He became nothing. He took the form of a bondservant. He came in human likeness and human flesh, so that he could walk amongst us. All of us full glasses. And we need to be emptied so that we can be filled. We need to be emptied for him. So that we can be filled with him. So he can use us as he sees fit. So that he can break us. So the question is, will you empty yourself? Will you allow God to break you? Because God cannot use the arrogant. He cannot use the prideful. He cannot use you if you are full of yourself. Peter tells us that God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Jesus was the humblest person that ever walked on the face of the earth. And we are to be like him. We are to be broken, empty, usable vessels for the King of Kings.
Brokenness, brokenness is what I long for. Brokenness is what I need.